Anchoring with sound is a very helpful practice because it typically takes us out of our internal landscape or weather system and allows us to focus on something that's a little more external. So it also allows us to practice an important aspect of mindfulness, which is non-striving, where you're shifting from doing into being in this practice, and in much of meditation and mindfulness practices. So during stress or anxiety, it can be very intense and overwhelming, whether the intensity is coming from within or based on circumstances without, or perhaps both. And you can often feel like you have to match the intensity and work harder, but maybe allow yourself to experiment with working less, doing less, and shifting into non-striving and being. So let's go ahead and begin this practice. Take a moment to settle into your posture. You might close your eyes if that's available to you, or softening your gaze. Let yourself begin by anchoring in the body, anchoring in the breath, noticing sensations of breath, quality of your breath, noticing how it is to be here in this moment, to be sitting. Feel the inhale stretching up your spine, and the exhale resting towards the earth. Allow yourself to begin to shift from doing into being. Let yourself embody this non-striving. It's okay to put things down just for a little bit. Come fully into the moment with a kind acceptance. And begin to turn your attention to sounds. Just noticing sounds in the room where you are, or whatever environment you're in. Sounds that are natural or man-made. You might hear the sounds of other people, perhaps the sounds of traffic, perhaps the sounds of things, the buzz and hum of appliances. And just becoming receptive to the soundscape around you. And let the sounds come to you. Place your attention at the opening of your ears. Just there, not needing to go out and seek sounds. Let the sounds come to you. Just hearing moment to moment, sound to sound. Noticing sounds that are close or distant. You may even note silence and the absence of sound, the spaces between sounds. Just listening, hearing. And when the busy mind takes you away, come back. What can you hear now, in this moment, and in this moment? We hear only the sounds of the moment, this moment, not the sounds of the past or the future. Just noticing, what can you hear? Sounds arising spontaneously, and noticing as the sounds begin to change, to shift. They arise all on their own, Are they constant? Are they changing? Noticing when the sounds might cease to be, to stop, to dissolve, to recede into the distance. Noticing again any spaces between sounds or any layering of many sounds. Trying not to judge any sound you hear as good or bad or neutral even. Trying not to get caught up in the content of sound. First, there is only sound itself, and then the liking or disliking of it. Maybe you notice these responses. And just like we can't stop the mind from thinking, we might not be able to stop the response to the sound, but we can notice it and create a little bit of space there between the stimulus and the response. And when your mind wanders, bringing it back, placing your attention at the opening of your ears, receiving each sound. And some sounds we might usually think of as noise or distraction. Let them become opportunities for returning to the present, for waking up out of the trance of autopilot, our default mode of unconsciousness, coming into the moment through the sound. Let your attention stay with the sound. Each sound is an opportunity to anchor into the present moment once again, returning your attention, hearing this moment, hearing my voice, hearing the spaces between sounds, and returning your attention back into the breath and the body. Can you hold all of these in your awareness? The sound, the breath, the body. Letting yourself be in the present, just being. Hearing the sounds of the bell as we bring this to a close. Maybe opening your eyes, wriggling your fingers and toes, coming back into your immediate environment. This practice is wonderful if you are in a really noisy place where sound is a distraction, or even to notice the silence and the absence of sound. And anywhere in between silence and noisy, sometimes you notice the breath, the buzz of any appliances in your house, or the sounds of nature, even the sounds again of my voice. It's a really wonderful anchor. Noticing how you feel now compared to when you sat down. So just like the breath and the body, sound is another thing that is always available to us at any moment.